Still that forehead thing.
It's fine.
It's like I am a Klingon.
I'm a Klingon, sir.
What has happened? Seriously. Okay. Okay, that's all I can see.
You ready? Hey everybody, welcome back to the Retro Revivals YouTube channel. We've got multiple projects going on our 1973 Holiday Rambler.
And we're not Klingons.
We've already got started doing some of the interior work, electrical, things like that. We've got to continue on with electrical. We've got plumbing we need to do. There's just so much going on right now, and you have to kind of do it all at the same time in order for it to just, they're all like intertwined.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of different items that we've purchased that we have to get in. So we'll give you a look at some of those, and then we'll get started working.
Let's do it.
One of the things we really have to focus on today is plumbing. So I'm going to take a step inside here. Obviously, we've got a long way to go. We are planning to reuse the fresh water tank that came out of our 76 RV. Water heater, we've got the black tank there. A question that we've gotten a few times is how we're handling the gray water. So in an RV or a camper or whatever, you have your fresh water, clean. You have your gray water, which comes from the sink and the shower and that sort of thing. And then your black water.
It's poo.
Right?
It's how fitting.
That is from the toilet. So in 1973, when this camper was built, it didn't have a gray tank. The gray water just ran out onto the ground and everyone was okay with that. Well, flash forward 50 years, people aren't okay with that anymore. So the sink in the kitchen used to be on this side of the camper, and we are going to make this into our living room. Our plan for the gray water is that the bathroom sink will be here, and we'll get that water heater hooked up. Our kitchen sink's going to be here-ish, still to be determined, but most likely here. And then what we're going to do is run the drains together and pop a hole, hopefully without damaging this black tank, and just put our gray water into the black tank. So it's going to make it get full faster, but it's going to prevent it from going all over the ground. It also means we don't have to add another tank, which is nice. The issue with that is that this tank is not underneath. Like most new campers, they don't have these crazy black tanks that stick up a foot into the room. They are mounted underneath. So because this isn't underneath, we don't really have an option for a shower drain. And so we've talked before, this is mostly going to be like a, campground type of unit. So you should be able to use the shower there. But we did come up with another solution. If we're ever in a situation where we don't have a shower and we need a shower, we got something.
It's pretty neat. What we have here is the portable power propane water heater from BougeRV.
Portable propane power.
I know.
Can be yours.
Right? You may say to yourself, Tyler, Christy, I thought you weren't using propane. We have Propane.
Is it propane?
It does take these little bottles, which is nice because we are not doing the big tanks on this camper. We're going electric. So we're hoping this is going to be a good solution for if we need to shower, that sort of thing, wash dishes, wash dogs,
Right.
wash feet.
And it keeps us from having to do like a wet bath.
Yeah.
Shower pan, that whole 9 yards that we didn't really want to deal with.
And we don't really have space for either, being
Right.
quite honest. So we've gotten products from BougeRV before. It's a great company to work with. Quality from what we've seen so far. So you want to crack into this?
Let's do it. So there's supposed to be no assembly required. You hook up a couple of quick connections here and let's see what we have to work with. It is very light, by the way.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
User manual. Don't need that. No, maybe we do. I do usually read the whole thing cover to cover.
Nerd alert!
The water heater comes complete with a DC power cord, an AC power cord, the submersible water pump, and then the hose connection that goes into the water heater. It also comes with the shower head, the hose connection for that, a holder for the shower head, and the propane regulator. I usually like to start with the explosives first, but let's start with water lines. So this is a water pump. Like I said, it's a submersible pump. There's a quick connection over here on this side. This is a locking collar quick connect. All you got to do is push that on there. Pops right in. There you go. There's your power for your pump. And then your hot side here from your shower head just pops right in to that quick connect. And there you go.
Should we see if there's any battery to it right now? Uh-oh, on off, on off.
Did you mention that it was even battery powered?
Hey, you were the guy going over the features.
Nab. Okay.
No.
DC, AC, and it has its own built-in battery.
Yeah, so it should be able to run actually for 60 minutes without being plugged into anything. So that would mean it needs to be charged though. So we better do that, and well, we go get some water and we'll be right back. There he is.
You requested some water for your shower?
Yeah, so we got this little trash bin thing. And while you were gone, I did read the directions a little more. I found out a couple key things that we missed, so I'll show you those.
Okay.
Okay, one fun fact was that it was fully charged. We just failed to notice that there's an on-off switch on the bottom, so it does pay to read the directions.
All right.
So you want to lift it like high over your head, and I'll show it.
I would love to.
I would love to. All right, so right here, we've got to switch this guy to on. Oh, there we go.
All right, I see
All
lights.
right, yes.
Okay. All the connections are nice and tight.
All right.
All right. And then, boom. Just that easy.
So we ready to give it a test?
I think we are. Okay, your heat control, you got it on max. That's just where I like my water.
Oh man, I don't. Tyler's a hot shower guy. I'm like a lukewarm shower gal.
No way.
All right, ready to drop it in?
Okay, we're going to drop the pump into our portable tank.
Okay, here we go.
All right, and a test.
Oh, well, you can hear it igniting.
Hey,
Okay.
there you go.
Let's see. It's fairly chilly.
Okay.
Do you have different settings on this thing? Of like, oh wait, it's
so
warming up.
on the head of the shower, you've got
Oh.
dishwasher spray.
Sweet.
That, and then the light spray.
Hey.
Nice, super cool.
Oh,
it's up to
getting hot.
It's
Holy
up to 108.
I don't know if the steam's picking up on
All
this.
right.
This is stinking hot.
I will
I
back
am
it.
not a hot shower person. It does feel good though. My hand is
Everybody loves a hot
freezing.
shower.
I mean, if we were really camping, we would. Okay, can you turn it down?
Oh.
We would not be just letting it run solid. We'd like wet down and turn it off, turn it on. So you do that through that button?
Yeah.
Okay. And conserve our water. I think it's called like the Navy shower or something like that. I don't know.
Who? Navy shower? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I wasn't in the Navy.
You didn't have an Air Force shower? You guys
The
probably
Air
had,
Force
like,
shower
hot
was like a
tubs.
bathtub and candles.
Yeah, right. Man, that heats up quick though.
That's nice.
That's
I mean, I
hot.
can feel from
don't know,
here.
Can you see the steam rolling off it?
steam
I don't know
rolling?
if it's
Yeah.
picking up.
That's pretty slick.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, you turned it down. Now it's chilly.
It's chilly.
There it
I thought
goes.
that's
Oh
really
man,
like
that's hot. Did you feel it?
Yeah, you can hear the burner kick on periodically to warm that water too.
Wow.
Nice.
All right.
That is slick. When you're done with your shower and you're done with all the water and everything, disconnect your hoses, drain the hoses, and it says to tilt the portable water heater to empty out the water before you store it.
Well, let's do it because I got a sweet spot to store this.
All
You
right,
ready?
cool. Yep.
All right, if you saw our last video, you saw us build this swanky storage compartment. But what I bought here was, it actually is a little big, but it's one of those like dog food dish holder things so your pets don't make a big mess on the floor. Anyway, I don't really want to cut it because I want to keep the water in. But what I thought is if I put this here, come on, baby, then we could just put this here. Oh, we gotta, there. And my little trash canny here. And there you go. So we want to thank BougeRV for that awesome portable outdoor shower. I think we're going to get some use out of it, especially if we find ourselves, you know, off grid.
Oh, it's
and
super
whatnot.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually have to leave real quick. I'm going to go to a murder mystery dinner with some friends. I don't know, never been to one before. We'll see how it goes. It should be fun.
The esteemed lady of our tale humbly entreats you to overlook the rather curious sight of her holding a bed frame. It was, you see, part of a well-intentioned endeavour to incorporate it into the camper, a notion that, alas, did not come to fruition.
We need to keep going on plumbing, keep going on electrical, and hopefully Jack will help you after work. And that's it. Let's go.
Fingers crossed. While Christy's off figuring out who done it, I brought in some help. Jack's going to help me get some wires out of here, get this a little bit better organized, and so we can do some more electrical rewiring. I'm going to have Jack start in here at the back of the camera, tidying up some of these trailer marker light wires and the brake and taillight wires. There's wires up front here. A couple still remain. Jack will have to pull out, and then he'll have to tidy up some of those wires with staples again. And then there's a few wires up here that were cut. We'll sort through that, have him take those out of here. He's got his work cut out for him. He'll be a wiring master in no time. Well, you gotta start somewhere, right? What are you talking about? Do you know how much electricians get paid?
No.
Well, it isn't bad. So think about that. They're 15-year-old.
Is this poop?
Which part? I bet it's mostly bugs and a little poop.
Gross.
While Jack's doing that, I'm going to tackle a little bit of a project. Christy and I have been trying to come up with a solution. So this is the old valve from the black tank. You have your pull handle out here. Of course, all this was underneath. I can show you more in just a second. But anyway, the problem with this situation is this is not really a flange or anything. It's a rubber gasket on this old one. And the mating surface on the black tank is also flat. A lot of the newer valves have a collar that kind of goes into the black tank to create your seal. And then you have 4 screws around the perimeter there. So we're having trouble finding that. What I'm going to do is try to separate our old black pipe here from this valve and not damage it so we can reuse it. But let me show you kind of hopefully what I'm talking about here. Maybe it'll make more sense. So there's our black tank, and you can see how it's just flat to flat mating surface there. So anyway, I'm going to try my hand at separating this. If it doesn't work, then it's back to the drawing board. All right, the first thing I'm going to do to make this easier to work on is get rid of this this pipe that I'm not using anymore. Perfect. There are some remnants of glue in there. So what I'm going to try to do is cut, I think, in sections, just enough to cut through this pipe alone and not damage the collar, that white plastic or the yellow plastic in there. I don't want to damage that, and hopefully I can either chisel this off, chip it off somehow, and then we'll address the surface after that. Jack's really going to town in there.
Yep.
Doing good work?
Yep.
Nice.
I think I have it.
All right. Give me a minute, I'll come take a look.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Good work. Huh. I'm going to do this in relatively small segments too. So far, so good. Let's take a look and see what Jack's got going here. Oh, look at that. Nice and tidy. We can, still one remains, but we can fix that. Oh, that looks better. Yeah, good job. Right on.
Thank you.
Well, doesn't look too bad. Now, the question is, can it be knocked off of there, or chipped off of there? The finished product, not too bad. I went around the whole thing, sanded it. It really, for the most part, is it's going to be a workable solution, I think. Enough glue will make it all work out. Anyway, it'll seal it up. Hopefully there's no leaks, but yeah, money saved. Well worth it. Anywho, I am done for the night. It's getting late. Jack's already gone inside a while ago. Christy's having dinner with her friends, so I hope she's having a good time. Anyway, batteries are getting low on everything, and I have got to, fix this. So I'll get back to that, but it'll be tomorrow. See you guys then. All right, it's the next day. Christy made it back from her murder mystery dinner. We have Ella. She's going to give us an extra pair of hands to help out.
Yeah, she's going to learn some plumbing and apparently got the memo to wear red today. So we're ready to go. Are you ready?
Let's get to it.
So one of the first things that we're going to do, Ella, is we're going to put in this freshwater fill. And I just got this off of Amazon. If you look right here, this is an old vent, and I hate to mess it up. We're going to have to be careful with it. But we're going to actually add this here. So in the original camper, it was way over here for the freshwater fill, but our tank is in the back. So it's not really going to work to have our fill way up here and our tank way back there. So first step, we're going to hopefully not damage the exterior too much and get this put in.
Do I cut the top part or like the mid part?
Yeah, so let's see. Probably we're going to take this razor, probably like right along there, just slice. So hopefully, and just you can do slow and steady. Just don't cut your fingers.
Don't freak out. Don't freak out.
Just careful about that finger if you slip. I don't want you to get it.
Yeah.
Did you hear me tell Dad about the murder mystery when I got home?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so basically this guy comes by himself, sits at our table. He has a flip phone. Immediately we look at each other and we're like, 100% he's the murderer. Like we could just go home. But anyway, as the night went on, things got a little confusing. And by the end of it all, not one of us put his name down as the murderer. And guess who was the murderer?
Who?
That guy, yeah. So we lost and went, I mean, I don't know. I think we tried to overthink it. Crazy.
Okay.
All right, let's see. They are painted out pretty good.
Is that good?
I don't know. See the, whoa. Just spinning. Can it go deeper like on there? Whoa, hey, good one. Good job. All right, let's keep going. Whoa, push against it. No, do the next one. No, push it in like when you do it. Whoa, all right, try the other one. No, shoot, we might have to do them by hand. I don't know. Here, let me try for a sec. Oh, that one came. Nice. Oh, I think you got them loosened up for me.
Oh yeah, totally.
Loosened. All right, so I am afraid to take this off, but I might have to go get like a
Screwdriver.
pry bar, yeah, or like a little putty knife or something. Let's see. Tell me if you see anything crazy happening with the paint.
Oh, we got that so perfect.
Boom. Okay, so this stuff's butyl. We're gonna put butyl on the back of ours too. And let's see, I think we're gonna have to make a little bit bigger of a hole there, but let's just see. I don't know which way it goes, but yeah, it's not, we're gonna have to go pretty much a pretty big circle around here. So that's not gonna be easy though, because a hole saw, you need something in the middle to kind of get it going. So we might have to kind of trace it and just use like a
Screwdriver.
sawzall. Ooh.
Ooh.
All right, I'm on wood holding duty. I got my gloves on in case things go haywire, but I got to.
All right, Ella, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dad's gonna hold that. I got one of these. This is a 3.5-inch hole saw.
I saw a guy carve a pumpkin with one of those on YouTube.
Did you?
Yeah.
Those YouTubers,
Okay.
crazy people. All right, so the idea is
The wood.
this drill bit will have something to go into. It's, you know, just anyone's best guess of where to put it. This looks kind of centered based on what was there before. All right, oh, whoops. I'll tell you before I start.
Okay.
I just want to move to the right.
I've got
just
my
a hair.
eyes closed.
You got your eyes closed.
Right.
Down just a hair. Okay. All right. You ready?
Whenever you are.
1, 2, 3, go. Oh, dang it. Okay, wait.
No,
Did your board move or did I?
you did
just-
something.
Okay. Oh, I felt like it was going better for a sec.
I think we was.
I don't know. I mean, the hole just does what it wants.
I can,
Here, flip your board over real quick.
like that.
I don't know.
Um,
No, I mean, that's, well, I can try
I can
it.
move it if you need me to. Sometimes you know
My
what,
battery's like,
if you know what helps sometimes is slowing it down instead of having it on 2, push it on 1.
oh. Okay. Oh, ow, that just broke my wrist. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, seriously, on 2 it wasn't breaking my wrist. 1 is violent.
Violent.
This one. Oh. I don't know what's going on. Keep
We got the
it.
bottom off.
Yeah, the bottom is off. Good?
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. Hang on.
There you go. I still have all my fingers.
Oh, did I cut through any of your wires?
No, I was protecting those mainly.
Did
My fingers
you-
were second.
Okay.
The red wire. See me, Dad?
All right. So here, get in here. I did a little damage. We'll have to touch that up. But overall, like, I think if we get some of this old caulk off so there's no ridge there, we'll be okay. There's still old butyl there too. But anyway, this,
Fits.
I don't know if there's a right side up or not, but that fits like a charm. So fits like a glove.
Yeah. I was gonna say, fits like a charm.
Okay, we have a slight delay because we ordered the water pump a year ago and we can't find it anywhere. I don't know how. We're just so organized right now. Yeah.
It's like an Easter egg.
Yeah. So I just spotted it. I want to see if you can find it.
What are we looking for?
A water pump.
Oh, I want a shot at this.
Whoever gets it first wins.
Hey, you can't look.
Is it next to the CB? Oh, I see it.
I don't know what a water pump is.
Well,
I'll
it's
give you a
pretty
clue.
Does it say water pump?
Okay, so it's actually very well labeled. Don't know how we didn't see that. But what we should have here is a AC water pump.
Really now?
And we probably should have opened it before now because it's way past the return window. But let's see. Boom, there it is. So most water pumps like this for RVs are going to be DC. Like we keep saying, we're not doing the old DC in this. So hopefully this guy, this Wasserman, does what we need it to do.
Wasserman? Wouldn't it just be Wasserman?
I don't know, there's two ends, but what in the heck is this guy doing?
I think he's saving Rapunzel.
Look at
he's
those
fighting-
legs.
He's fighting with an octopus. Isn't he?
Oh, well,
What is he
he's
doing?
going to win with legs like that. All right, so we're going to move on to the pump for a minute. We used the last of our butyl when we did the front window, so stay tuned. We're probably going to find other things we need to buy, so hoping to minimize store runs. But on this pump, it comes, these little caps we'll take off. It comes with a lot of different adapters and pieces. It did say there might be water in it from testing, so there you go. I don't know where that water came from.
Ew.
China, perhaps. But anyway, it came with all kinds of different things here, and we're not actually going to use these different adapters that it came with. What these are barbed fittings, so I don't know if it'll focus on that, but these are meant for you to really slip a vinyl tube over and then use one of these to tighten that down. It looks a lot like a PEX fitting, which is this, but they are different. So this one's kind of tapered. These stick straight out. You don't want to use, vinyl tubing with the PEX fitting. You don't want to use PEX with the barb fitting. So anywho, we're going to go with PEX, a little more durable. Things are going to possibly freeze or whatever. You want to have some defense there. So the first thing we need to do on this, it comes with a little strainer. I don't know how much it'll strain, but it couldn't hurt, so we're going to get this on there. What are you doing, Ruby?
Oh, it's filming.
Okay, so I'm going to use some of this Teflon tape. I don't know if you can see, there's arrows on here pointing one direction. So this is a one-directional deal. I think you put it makes sense to put the strainer on before it enters the pump, I guess. So this also has an arrow on it right here. So we definitely want it going the same direction. I'm just going to do a little Teflon tape. Hopefully prevent leaks. That's a lot.
Wow.
Ooh, gave us some good stuff. I'm not an expert plumber, but we say that about just about everything. I think the key is you
The
just,
tape came off.
how bad can it be? So you flood your camper. At least you tried. And then you fix it and you know how not to flood it next time. We definitely flooded Harvey at least once.
You did?
Oh yeah. You don't remember that?
No, I think I
That
do
was
once.
crazy. Okay. You just don't want your tape kind of crinkling up on you. That's probably about good right there. So,
Why do we tape it?
it just makes a tighter seal so that water can't get out through that connection as easily. This is all made of plastic, so I don't want to overdo it. I would like for it to go a little farther. If you hear a cracking noise, you're probably going to see your mother cry.
Okay.
Here, I'm just going to try to go a little farther to get it down. There we go. Whew! I don't really want to try to spin it anymore. We'll see if it leaks. There's one thread maybe left, but I feel like that would be pushing our luck. Okay, so now we have two of these ends. We have two, these are just half-inch PEX 1.5 inch FIP, the female thread here. So I'll do the same with the Teflon tape to get these on. So one will go here, one will go here, and then we can connect our PEX out from that. Here we are inside the camper. This is the freshwater tank that we're going to use. It's out of Harvey, our old RV. We're going to need a new vent hose. That one's actually gross, but it's also going to be too short. But the venting's important. With these tanks, when you're filling them with fresh water, the air needs a place to go. You could actually burst them, worst case scenario, if you don't have it properly vented. Most likely what's going to happen is it's just not going to want to fill up. Like you'll put in some water and it will just kind of stop flowing in for a little while until it sort of, you know, burps out some air. Yeah. So anyway, the vent's important. We're hoping to reuse this fill hose. Let me just get, there's a little weirdness in there. There's actually, oh shoot, dang it. Oh. There's a little screen in there that just started to unravel there. So I'm going to put another PEX fitting on here. This is what's going to go out from the fresh tank and into our pump. So I can get it mostly finger tight and then
wrench it up.
Wrench it up. Don't want to break it. All right, pretty good. And then we've just got a little plug to go on this side. So initially this had a drain in it so you could drain the tank, and we're going to put a drain in the actual PEX line. Man, I'm rounding that thing out, but I think it's tight. I don't know, that didn't go in very far, but I feel like that's as tight as it can get with this stinking croissant wrench. What? Yeah. Stuck there. Okay, so you ready? You're gonna do this next part.
Oh no.
It's Christmas Day. We have a boot mat, and the idea is it should fit right in this spot, and then we can set this tank there. And not that it's going to prevent, like if it leaks, that this mat's not going to do anything, but when you put the water in and maybe it'll have some condensation or something around the tank, we'd prefer to have maybe something like a boot mat under it. Ooh.
Oh, wow, that's long.
Yeah, that's a long one. I think this one was 16 inches by 48. So let's see if it fits. Wait, which side's the top? Let's see the other side. Oh yeah, that side's the top. No, this is the bottom.
Wait, this is the top?
No. Oh. I don't mean top, bottom. I mean like, yeah, see that side with the ridges? That faces the ceiling. Yep, and it lays on the floor. Yeah, you got it. There we go. Oh, does it fit? Oh, it smells funky.
New car.
Wow. Does it fit perfectly? That's kind of awesome. Yeah, there's supposed to be like a ridge around it. Is that upside down? Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, there's a ridge. Okay. All right. Now let's see if this thing fits on there.
Oh,
Perfect.
my goodness.
All right. Oh, there's a little water in there still. This is the fresh water tank. Okay, so then lay it down on the black mat. Do you need help or no?
No, I'm good.
Okay, wait, don't bang the fittings off.
Whew.
Boom. Great. Oh, is it scraping that pipe? Oh. We will cap these. These are the old furnace. We might actually have to cut that shorter, actually, if it's scraping like that. But we'll definitely cap those off. We don't want all the critters getting in.
All the creatures.
But yeah, so then this guy is going to go here and right up boop, boop, to our thing that we're going to put in as soon as we get our butyl. And then, oh, I hope this fits, our water pump.
Oy, oy, oy.
We'll go down there just like that. So water out here, in there, and then to the kitchen.
And the kitchen's over here?
Yeah, well, actually, we'll go to the bathroom.
And this is the kitchen?
No, this is a...
Oh my goodness.
That was an overreaction.
How'd you scream like that?
Scared me. It's a stupid light.
Oh, yeah.
Just had to take a quick time out to run and get some butyl. We got a couple other things. It was not the best shopping trip. We'll probably have to make a couple more, but this is what Home Depot has. It's just very thin, but oh boy.
And it sticks to itself real well.
Yeah, it works well for what we needed. So I've got the butyl on the back of here. I'm gonna go screw this thing in, and we'll get that water tank hooked up.
Sounds good.
I'm just gonna try to center this up. And pop it in. Right. We'll come back with some probably ProFlex or something around here. Definitely want to do our best to keep water out.
Well, that sounds like it grabbed something.
It does. Why is this drill on so slow?
Well,
I'm not doing that.
No, I know. It's the setting.
All right, little sealant, maybe a little touch-up paint here.
Nah.
Good as
yeah,
new.
Little sealant. Perfect. Good job. Oh, look at that. I didn't know you got those.
I know, I got that ready to go.
Man.
So, we also bought a new vent pipe, clean as a whistle, because it doesn't matter. I don't know why, but I also flipped this tray over. So there's kind of a channel around the edge. It was smushing down the ridges on the side. So our little boot tray is upside down, but I think it's going to work better. We also lost Ella to getting her PJs on. And we're going to have to get in there pretty
Put our
soon
PJs
too.
on?
Yes, that would be awesome. You are in a little area. It is hard to video.
Oh, it's good for my back, my knees, my elbows.
Oh, here we go.
What are you looking at, my underwear?
No, I try to spare people that.
That's good. I wasn't even wearing underwear.
Yeah, so we do enjoy it when the kids come out here. It takes a little longer, but it does make it more enjoyable. We try not to require them to. We want them to do it when it's fun, and they both are very busy. Ella's on the volleyball team. Jack has a job, and they're busy with some other things with friends and church and stuff like that. So, you'll see them. I think our twins are coming home for Thanksgiving break here pretty soon, and hopefully we'll get at least one, if not both, out here from time to time helping out.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. We need all the help we can get for sure.
Right? Somebody else could do this clamp, I know that much.
We are at the point of this renovation where there's just a lot of projects that need to be done all at once. It feels like, hey.
Phew. Boy, that is torque to 120 foot-pounds at least. Whew. All right, let's see, which is going to be the easier way to do this?
Hopefully I cut it long enough. If it's too long, actually, we should snip it off. That's another thing. If you have any, basic traps or dips in your vent hose, that's going to cause you problems, too. You want it kind of a pretty straight shot.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, it fits tight there. So this is a 1/2-inch vinyl tube. It fits tight on that end. This end has a weird little neck, and it's a little loose, but hopefully we can just clamp it down.
Right.
And it doesn't have to hold pressurized water,
Right. That feels
That's
good.
pretty good.
Hey.
Hey.
Shoo.
We probably could have cut it a little shorter.
Project complete. Oh, it's not going to hurt anything. All right.
No.
You like it? Do we have room for this? Should I set that down there?
Well, can it shove over anymore? The tank,
This?
Yeah.
Very.
That's our max.
That's about max.
All right, let's see.
Okay, come on for fits.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, fits.
Perfect.
Yeah, that looks good. We're at a good stopping point for the night. Tomorrow we've got plumbing with PEX. So we'll catch you guys in the morning. It waits in a pile. We're ready to get back at it. We got some plumbing in store, so let's get to it.
All right, we're gonna build a potty box.
Potty box?
The toilet in here sits up like a royal throne. So we need to have something to support the platform for the toilet.
All right, build me the throne of gold or whatever.
Throwing off brown.
Things are coming apart.
Aren't you glad you took that up there recently?
Yeah, well, it's a little bit lighter now that we've cut some pieces off of it. That's good. Our obstacle course.
So this is the PVC board that we bought. We actually made these fender flare things out of them.
That
Is
was
that
a
what
very,
they're called? I can never.
very smart, cool project Christy came up with.
Yeah, so we're thinking of using this as the base that sits underneath our toilet. We just have to be able to support it so you don't sit on the toilet and just fall straight through to the ground or into the black tank.
And it's easy cleanup.
Yeah, that's the main thing. We don't really want it sitting on wood or carpet or whatever, so.
Carpet.
Plastic.
Who does carpet under the toilet?
Hey, I know some people that carpeted all their bathrooms.
Gross.
Your
They
parents.
were going mentioned.
Sweet.
Feed her the beans.
Good job. You want to see if it fits? Here we go. So this guy, whoa boy, is gonna go here-ish. It's not gonna lay on the tank. We're gonna bring it up a little, screw it into the wall. We'll put a little board there so we can screw it into that. And then we have to build a front support. We're gonna attach our little wall to the front of our little seat. Tyler's using a fancy 90 drill bit thing. Breaks out these new tools once in a while.
You gotta have the right tool for the job, right?
Yeah.
It comes in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he said.
What are you listening to in that ear of yours?
Nothing. It's not funny.
Oh, it's just habit. I hope this fits. We should have done like a little dry fit, you know, before this sort of 3-screw commitment happened.
Right.
Take them out.
Right. We've never had to re-screw one thing yet today. Oh, that hurt.
Ouch.
I know.
We're doing this claw maneuver.
Nothing can stop the claw!
This is as good as it's gonna get.
Let's give it a try. Okay, we got levels, screws, a little dealie, and hopefully it works.
Alright.
That doesn't look terrible, guys. You're gonna go the dual levels?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
Okay. I'm gonna try to get this level. Remember, make sure your camper's level before you level things inside it. Pro tip, if our toilet water just all sits to one side of the bowl, we're gonna know.
Right. Oh man, that felt solid. All right, so we got one there, we got one here, we got one there.
You love that angle-y bit thing.
I do.
I don't think there's a need for it right there.
There's not.
All right, so you're just securing it up, and
Correct.
then we'll have to figure out the drain situation for that, but
Got a screw there.
it's one step forward.
Sit on it.
Who's gonna be the brave one to sit on it?
Me.
Go ahead, Jay.
Actually, I do want to see. So, I don't know if we showed it. We had to get a shorty toilet because of this box. But let's put that board down here. I want to see how high it's going to be. Are you sitting?
Man, like a rock.
I mean, that's like a normal toilet height. Now let's add 2.5 feet to it. See what it's like. Just don't break the bottom. Can it sit flat, babe, or? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's
Like
so
a
high.
throne.
It is so. Are you seriously that high up? Well, open the.
Well, I don't want to like actually sit on it, can I?
Well,
Here, hold on.
wait, there's no seat.
Jeez.
Look how high that is. Oh my gosh. Is Ella going to be able to even touch? Holy, you can't even touch. What?
What are you gonna do?
This is as low as we could get, basically. I mean, it could be an inch and a half lower if we didn't have supports under it, but then you'd probably fall into it. Seriously, though? It's
We'll
like
have a
you're
little
in like a
step.
barber shop chair.
Girl.
Oh,
You could cut my hair while I go to the bathroom. That's great. All right.
can you touch?
Touch.
No, it barely.
Really? I mean,
We're gonna need a stinking step
step
there.
stool. Right.
No way. I mean, there is no way my feet are gonna touch.
That's funny.
I mean, what would we do besides that?
That's a good question. I mean,
It's
it
crazy.
it must have been like an outhouse, and they just had a hole cut in the board.
We could just cut a hole in that board. Oh my gosh.
Oh my. Yeah. Okay. So, working around that, we probably do have. to
I mean,
have
I
some sort
looked,
of-
and this is basically like the lowest toilet I could find. I mean, maybe there's a lower option,
Right.
but golly.
Huh. Yep. You roll with the punches. The 2x2s are a minimum to give you rigidity.
I mean, I don't feel like if it was an inch and a half lower, that would have made that big a difference.
Exactly. All right. Or you could wear some platform shoes. We're all going to be wearing flip-flops that have like 3-inch soles.
We're seriously trying to figure out a step stool option for our own toilet.
Okay.
What do you think, Jack?
I don't know.
Oh my god. The height of the toilet is going to be almost as high as the countertop. You'd be like sitting next to the sink. Oh, Tyler.
That could be wider too.
Is not gonna. Are you standing on that thing?
I was gonna.
A little drawer could.
Oh, you have
come
to
out of
back into it.
Well, isn't that how you do it anyway? You don't go frontwards and then spin around on it.
I mean, you might have to in this case. Step up, turn around, sit. So you go up like this,
Oh boy.
turn around. No, that doesn't work. I don't know. Yeah, you would, but you don't want it there permanently, do we?
Well,
What if it had a shallow base, but then like a step that came up or down?
when you say that,
I don't know. Like a base this size, but the step came out like foot height. It's so dangerous.
right?
God.
Well, as a permanent fixture.
That's no reaction.
Oh, Your son is embarrassed. Ah,
Like you were trying to recline in your easy chair.
Oh my god.
oh, shoot. Well, that's not going to work. Oh, my gosh. Let's eat some lunch and figure it out.
All right.
Okay.
While we were inside, we just checked out some other toilet options. And there is one that's like 1.5 inches lower. We don't think that's going to make a big difference. The biggest difference is we're about 10 days past the return window on this one. So I think, they say necessity is the mother of invention.
Right.
And we're going to have to come up with one mother of an invention. All right, scooping up all of our previous little plumbing scraps. Oh, there's a piece of red there behind you too up on the thing. So we're gonna get started doing this PEX. And PEX plumbing is amazing. It's easy. You basically don't need any tools. I feel like it's a DIY total possible job. It also is a little more resistant to freezing and breaking. So this is what we're going with. I think this is what most campers go with now. And we'll get after it.
All right.
Our basic PEX tools, we just use these little husky cutter things for, I don't know, we call them the husky cutters to cut the pipes. This is if you mess up and you need to remove one of your rings. We've done without this for a long time. It just does come in handy. And then there's your clamper down ring
It's your ring crimp, yeah.
Ring crimp.
1/2 and 3/4 sizes.
Yep, so we're gonna use all 1/2 inch in here. We usually use these metal connectors. Someone bought a whole bunch of plastic ones this time, the poly, so we're gonna see if those work just as well. And
I wanted to save
That's it.
some weight. All right, so the basic overview, your 1/2 inch connectors, your 1/2 inch pipe. Make sure your ring is on there before you start sliding things together. So what we want to do with this is going to be our supply line coming from our freshwater tank. And then this is the inside on our pump. We want a low point drain in between that. So I'm going to put my second ring on here. I'm just kind of mocking this up just to let you know. The handy thing is with these polys, they actually have a stop on them, so you don't go too far. I just noticed that, so I'm claiming I knew that before. All right, so like I said, you want that on there like that. There's going to be, we're going to have to drill a hole in our mat here and through the bottom of the camper to put a valve on the bottom of that for a low point. You're coming over here on this side, and from this you're going to do 90 up to your water pump.
yeah, it's basically like putting a puzzle together.
Yeah.
And we'll caulk around that, throw some silicone around that hole that's going down.
Did you ever play with Tinker toys when you were a kid?
I did.
Did you, Jack?
Did you?
Yeah, at grandma sometimes.
Oh, good. So I equate this in a way to kind of like Tinker toys, because you have like the sticks and the wheels and the, to make your 90s
Sure.
and different stuff. It's kind of like that, and that's why I don't mind this part of plumbing. It's the drain work that I'm not as excited about. All right. So I'm going to just kind of measure. You'll cut the end of my finger
Fingers
there.
off?
Yeah.
Cut the end of my finger off, please. So we use
Perfect.
blue for cold, red for hot. There's also white. I mean, they're all the same. It's just it kind of helps keep things organized when you see the colors. Yeah, so the point of the low point there is that at the end of the season or when we want to drain the freshwater tank, we could just crack that open and all of the water is going to be able to just flow out of there. The important thing is though, we're going to need one on this side of the pump, and because there's a check valve in the pump that will only let water go one way, we're going to need a second low point drain on the other side of that pump so that any water that's gone into the camper, when it's time to winterize, we can open that and it will flow back to the lowest point. Gravity does its job and it runs out under the ground.
Just drilling our spot for our low point drain. I looked underneath and measured to make sure there wasn't anything we were going to run into down there. So. Okay, well, let's test fit and see what that does. It was going to be very tight. I may have to, I may have to waller her out a little bit, but it'll be all right. So I'm going to run this down through the floor. Probably send it too far. Okay, we'll bring back our mocked up side over here. Okay. Oh yeah, this is going to work out gloriously. Well, if I can do it right the first time. Let's see if I can move this freshwater tank just a little bit. There we go. I still got to put a ring down here, so don't think I'm done with this just yet. But there. And then we're going to put a shutoff, like I said, down below the floor level there.
This is the city water fill. This is where you can connect a hose. We're just going to tie this into our blue lines on the inside. I've got some butyl on there, some Teflon tape ready to go for a PEX connection. I don't know if there's an up and a down. I doubt it, kind of. So maybe I'll just try to...
Yeah, it looks like it would be...
I mean, that whole thing spins around, so...
Yeah. All right. Perfect.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Did it move?
It's pretty good.
This is a fancy one.
Yeah.
I got the silver.
It is fancy.
Kinda, you want to squish that butyl as good as you can, but
Right.
we're gonna end up pro-flexing around this too. Yeah, that is not
Okay.
sucked up. I mean, I can see it squished the
Right.
butyl, but it's not sucked up as good as I would like. But it's just, I mean, it's ridged.
Yeah.
So,
No,
yeah,
it'll be
I'm
good.
gonna leave well enough alone.
Good
But
idea.
check this out. Oh, shoot. Look at how fancy this is.
It is fancy.
Hose. And then you got your little turny. That looks kind of crazy. Look how
I
fun.
like it. I like it. It looks retro cool.
Oh, shoot. Okay, I've got this PEX fitting, female, and oh boy. There it goes. Okay. Give it a
Oh,
little.
look at you. You even had it ready to go?
Well, I had it on a minute ago, and then I realized it couldn't
Oh.
stay on yet, so I had to take it off.
Well, it's good to always trial fit stuff. Make sure it's going to work before you really give it the gusto.
Oh,
You know what I really like about plumbing?
nothing.
Nothing. Well, the second thing I don't like about plumbing, it falls in line with the first. All the endless possibilities for leaks.
Yeah.
Today, we'll be learning about foreshadowing.
All right, I think that's leak proof.
Nice.
We're here with Jeeves driving us around. Actually, he's going to take himself to work, and we're going to go to the depot. Cool, we're getting on the expressway. Oh boy. We got back from the Home Depot safe and sound. Tyler started to crimp the rings on our PEX. He had all the pieces cut and laid out throughout the camper, so it was just a matter of going through and just crimping away. Point out a couple other things in the bathroom here. Some of our connections, like these ones from the water tank, were shark bite connections, which are just the push to connect. Some people don't love them in campers. We personally think that they do a great job and we don't have a problem using them. They're a lot easier than PEX. You literally just push it. So if PEX looks daunting, that might be a pathway to consider if you're thinking about doing your own plumbing. So this little electric water heater we just purchased on Amazon. I don't even know if it has a brand name. I think it's 2.5 gallons and we selected it because of its size and that it would fit there on the wheel well. I think the only water line we didn't add yet was for the toilet, but we'll get to that when we actually install the toilet. So there's the city water line going in and we're ready to test it out. All right, we've got our fresh water tank. We've got our fresh water. We have no funnel, so...
Yeah, we have no spout on our water jug. I mean, come on now.
So we're going with the old siphon.
We gotta pick it up and put it up here. Oh, it's gonna... Oh boy, this is gonna be the best thing we've ever done.
That's saying something. Oh man. Right. At least it's just water this time.
Right, I'm used to gas.
Are you doing it?
Are you?
I thought you were gonna make me. I'm glad to have you do it.
This is gonna be dumb. Oh boy.
Wow. That was easy.
That was easier than it typically is.
Now, 6.5 hours later.
Right.
There it goes.
Hey. Shoo. I can hear it. Okay, that looks good.
I don't see any puddles yet. It's running in.
Okay, well.
Ooh, boy.
All right, if anything starts leaking right away, immediately hit the panic button.
Okay, wait. Let's see how much water's in there. I think we can kind of.
Okay.
Okay, so I should clarify. We didn't really wash the outside of this tank. We did wash the inside. So you can see the water level right there. It's just above. So we have enough.
Yeah.
Now, in real life, we're going to have this water pump on a switch.
Yes.
But it's not there yet.
Nope. That's the next step. You ready?
I don't know that I am. Are you ready?
I don't know that I am. You know what we're going to need to get the air out of the lines is probably a 5-gallon bucket and to open up.
All right.
Like
well, let's just give it a little
Okay.
test.
Sure. You ready?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, shoot.
Well.
No, we got one.
Where?
No, where? I don't know. Did you hear that, though?
Yeah, is it blowing out of the... Oh, it should be.
Oh, it's over here.
What?
Oh, it's my thing.
What is it doing?
We got to crank this tighter. You want to try that?
Yeah. Let me get a wrench.
That's the only one I see so far.
Well...
I hate to say so far like that.
Right.
But
Where's the croissant wrench?
it's in here.
Oh.
I don't see any drips.
You got it?
I thought I tightened that down pretty hard. Unless it's not the right fitting.
Yeah. It might need more tape on the threads.
Well, you're getting it to turn far. Dang.
Yeah, I don't want to cause problems.
Well, it's not bubbling anymore.
No. Is that leaking though? It's still dripping.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, it's drippy.
So
we can try more tape on it.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. We'll shut off the pump and try that.
Yep. All right.
All right. Looped some new tape on there. We're gonna try it again. I do have sweet potatoes boiling in the house. So
No pressure?
no pressure. But it says if you overboil them, they get mushy. I thought that was kind of the goal, but
I mean, It's on there, but again,
Take two?
take two. Take three is going to be even more tape.
I don't know what take three will be.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Well?
Oh, it's leaking here at the pump a
Is
little
it?
bit. Yeah, your multi-connections.
I'm trying to see if it's still leaking. I just saw a drip.
Did it drip?
I was just going to say I don't see it leaking
Yeah.
here, but
It's dripping here at the pump.
yeah, dang it. We got a drip here and a drip there. Where at the pump?
Right here at these
Oh, that thing?
connections.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a wild. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Why I didn't tighten those very well.
You know why?
You know what? Why? Yeah. No, those can probably just be tightened. You want to try that? That stinking hose bib thing, though. I don't even know.
Yeah, we may have to get more aggressive putty or
I
something.
believe we're using the right fitting for it.
I said you wrong, man. You dead wrong.
Okay, want to try it?
Sure. You're making it seem so likely to work. Well, leave it plugged in for a sec.
Well, it still drips, so.
Oh, it is plugged in?
Yeah.
So if you have a camper and you get that little burp here and there out of your pump when you're not using water, that's usually a good sign you have a leak
Yeah,
because you're losing pressure.
right.
But
It is.
show where it's dripping.
Okay.
That was the kind of a conglomeration of fittings because what we had didn't really work. Dang. So we might need to simplify that. Let me go check this corner though. I don't see drips from here right now. Oh,
I saw one just.
dang it.
I saw it from here.
Oh,
Okay, so
so
we got.
what do we do?
Well, I think it is. I think we're going to have to pull connections apart.
Oh, all right. Well, that's going to be it for tonight. I've got to go make sweet potatoes, and we'll be back out tomorrow to try to get it tidied up.
All right, see you guys. It's the next day. Christy had to go back to work. I have the day off, so I get the pleasure of fixing our leak and maybe surprising her with some success. I just made it back from the store. I've got a couple different parts I want to try. We got some new fittings. This is a little bit different style fitting here. It's actually got a little rubber O-ring on the end of the PEX fitting there. So hopefully that helps seal it up. If all else fails, I bought a little bit of pipe dope. This is supposed to be water safe, or I could use this blue Teflon tape, which is heavier than what they usually send in the packages with whatever product you buy. But first, I've got to get these pieces apart, and we'll see how that goes. So we got everything off the old pump. One of our problems is how this is designed here. There's no sort of sealing gasket, or we use Teflon tape, but there's no type of O-ring or anything, rubber washer that gives us a great seal there. So instead of fighting with that, what we did was get a suitable replacement. This is also a PEX piece, but obviously it's got a little rubber O-ring or gasket on there, and so that will go onto our pump side, and then we can go straight PEX over to our T. And that's what we end up with. A lot more simple, a lot less connections, joints to fail or leak, and it seals up really good. We'll go up front to our city water fill up there, wherever it is, and get that one taken care of. We've had a slight hiccup. I don't have a metal T to replace this with, so we've got to use the plastic poly ones, which isn't a big deal, but I don't want to remake all these crimp connections here and here, so I'm going to cut our PEX back here where our leaky spot is. I'm going to use a angle grinder. I'm going to cut that ring right there, pull that piece off, get our new adapter on there. We should be good to go. There's more than one way to, you know what I mean. The time's come for the leak test. Place your bets. Do you think it's going to leak? One or both of them? We've simplified the one down here at the water pump, so reasonably sure that that's going to help us there. The new fitting, I mean, maybe we use Teflon tape, maybe we use pipe dope, maybe we don't have to use anything. Let's give it a try. I've dried off all of our connections just to make sure if we find any leaks, they'll make themselves evident quickly. I'm going to plug it in right now, and here we go. Wow, that was quick. Huh? Not a drip there, not a single drip. Let's walk up front here. Oh, tell me you're not leaking. Tell me you're not leaking. Oh, that's dry too. Oh my gosh. I think we have solved our problem. Nice. Not a single drip anywhere. Oh, such a relief. I think Christy's gonna be pretty happy. We haven't heard our pump cycle like it's like taking on air or letting water out. Oh, that's such a relief. All right, now that we have no leaks, let's just give it a test. Spray into our old milk jug here. Whoa.
Open wide!
There's a lot of pressure there, it turns out. Wow, that is some serious pressure. Seems to work well. The pump shut off as soon as I shut the valve off on the supply line there. That happened rather quickly. That was a huge relief to get those leaks fixed. I feel really good about that. It feels really good when you do something, things don't always go according to plan, and then you're able to overcome it. It just makes the victories that much sweeter. Anyway, I wish Christy was here to see this. I'll have to show her later when she gets home from work. I wanted to thank you guys for following along. We appreciate your comments. We appreciate your likes and watching all of our videos. It really helps out a lot. We've got to build a kitchen out, at least get it framed in there. That way we can see the routing of where our drains are going to go. Same thing with the bathroom. We've got to get a bathroom counter in there, the faucet and all that stuff. We'll get our drains where they need to go, tie those into our black tank. We still have a number of things to do. But like I said earlier, it's all intertwined. It's hard to do one specific project. They kind of all are wrapped together. So anyway, we appreciate it. Like I said, you guys are great. We'll see you next time.